have a child or a grandchild, you've almost certainly read them, some Julia Donaldson, thanks to books like The Gruffalo, Stickman and The Highway Rat, among loads of others. She has sold, get this, 100 million copies worldwide. And with her latest book, The Oak Tree, set to join them on the bestsellers list. That is adorable. The best critics, Julia, the very best critics, aren't they? I mean, gosh, the next one, obviously huge success, but The Oak Tree, it's beautiful. Tell me the story behind the oak tree.
Well, it's the story of a 1,000-year-old tree. So it starts off when it's an acorn and the tree grows. So it's a story of the tree itself, all the history the tree sees. But on every page, there's children playing games sort of relating to the tree and different animals, because I found out there's so many animals whose lives depend on an oak tree. There's bats that hide in its crevices, there's caterpillars that eat its leaves, and oak apples, which aren't actually apples, they're made by wasps. Yes, I found out a lot writing it. And
no, I bet you
beautiful
did. And trees are so important. We saw that in the news, didn't we? That beautiful tree that got cut. Honestly, through the book, whoever did that, it's absolutely dreadful. This is much, much better. This is a celebration. You've just got that connection with children. You just get them and you know what they like.
Yeah, I suppose, I'm not necessarily thinking about the children when I'm writing. I mean, when I was writing this one, I was just, I just wanted to write the best book I could, really. And the verse, obviously, is very important to me. This one's actually, I'm priding myself because it's written in Shakespeare's metre. It's written in iambic pentameter.
Yes, of course.
It's the first time I've ever used that.
Yeah, how was that, doing that? Was it?
Yeah, it was lovely, actually, because it's less trite. It's a lovely rhythm, which, sometimes verse can turn out a bit like on a greetings card or something.
I understand. Yeah, but this is beautiful. It's like music. It's almost like a song, the way it all just does that. You are the library's most borrowed author. That's something, isn't it?
Well, that means a lot to me because I'm a huge fan of libraries. And I'm a particular fan, actually, of school libraries because, unfortunately, there are lots of children who don't have any books at home. And maybe even if they have a public library in their area, maybe the parents or the carers of those children might not necessarily take them there. But almost all children do go to school.
Yeah.
And there's a campaign now called the Great School Libraries Campaign, which I'm getting involved with, which is it's a campaign to make sure there is not just a library, but a librarian in every school, because those are the people that can put the right book into the right
Exactly. That's such a good point. I mean, the best gift I ever got was my mum and dad installing this gift of reading. And they read to me, and that's what people do. I mean, it must be amazing for you because lots of mums and dads read to their children, of course, and they'll start probably with one of yours. But you're giving, what a gift to a child, that gift of that love of reading books.
Yes, I mean, I think it is so important. I don't really like the word important because it's enjoyable. It's a lovely feeling to read to your child, but I can't help feeling that if you read with your children when they're very young, even before they, obviously before they can read, even if those children move away from reading and later on, I think they're much more likely to become readers of the future.
Absolutely, and that's what we want. It's fantastic that books, people, because of devices and all of that, people have said, oh, books, they're on the way out. They're absolutely not. Books now are more, more important than ever, particularly children's books, which is great.
Yes. I mean, I think that it is great, but I think children's books could get a bigger look in the national media. I mean, it's very nice you're interviewing a children's author now, but I think that the review space given to children's books is very small. I think there's a lot more.
But you've done a lot to break that down. Also, Christmas is a joy because we always get one of your books. And this year it's Tabby McTat.
It's Tabby McTat.
Who's going to be involved in that then? Tabby McTat?
Rob Brydon is
excellent.
He's been in all the films, actually.
He has.
And he's acting the busker because it's a story about a cat who sings with a busker.
Right.
I used to sing in the street myself, so...
Did you?
Yes, yes.
Gosh, you're extraordinary. I love that. I didn't know that.
Yes,
I didn't know
and
that
I've
at
got
all.
love cats as well.
Yeah,
So.
and we saw Jodie Whittaker there as well. She's in it too. Oh, it's terrific. Just look, just keep doing what you do, because you didn't start until you were in your 40s, but shows you that really it's never too late to do anything and follow your dreams.
That's true. Well, not quite true, because I wrote songs before that, and one of my songs was made into a book. But I was in my 40s before I actually wrote any books as opposed to songs. That's true.
Fantastic. Keep doing what you do, Julia. Lovely to see you. The Oak Tree, of course, is out now. Perfect Christmas present for any kids that you know. It's beautiful and beautifully illustrated by Victoria Sandoy as well. Thank you.